Fractions Module 5, Lesson 2A. This is one of a two-part series, converting fractions to decimals without using a calculator. This should be an easy one for you, but this is really essential. We've got to learn how to convert fractions to decimals, and of course in Part B we'll look at converting decimals to fractions. Okay, these are the three things we want to achieve in this lesson. We have to learn how to convert a proper fraction into a decimal, convert a mixed fraction into a decimal, and lastly, convert an improper fraction into a decimal. Question 1, students, convert 7 over 8, which is a proper fraction, into a decimal. The moment you see a question like that, 7 over 8, the first thing that is going to happen in your head is this answer, the final answer is going to be 0 point something. So all you have to do over here is to divide the numerator by the denominator. So that is step 1. Let's set it up. All right. It is going to be what? 7 over 8. Write down 7 over 8, which could be rewritten as 7 divided by 8. Right? So let's set this division up. 7 divided by 8. How many 8s are there in a 7? 0. 0 point. That's the decimal. So 0 times 8 is 0. Do the subtraction, you get 7. You've got to bring down something, you have to put 7.0. Many students have asked, why is it 7.0 and not 70 on top? Because the question is not asking whether it's 70 divided by 8, it is supposed to be 7 divided by 8. So that's why it's 7.0, so bring down that 0. So now how many 8s are there in 70? There are 7. Oh, I'm sorry, there are 8. There are 8 8s in 70. 8 times 8 is 64. Then you do the subtraction, you get 6, bring down another 0, add on top again. And then when you do the division, how many 8s are there in 60? There are 7. 7 times 8 is 56. 4, bring down another 0. And how many 8s are there in 40? There are 5. 5 times 8 is 40. And then you have completed the division. You can get the answer right on top. It is 0.875. Well done. Okay, let's move on to question 2. Question 2, students, convert 2 and 3 over 20, which is a mixed fraction, into a decimal. When you see a question like this, once again, when you see 2 and 3 over 20, what should occur in your head is it is 2 point something. The final answer is going to be 2 point something. So let's put aside the whole number, which is 2, and work on the fraction first, like we did in question 1. So you can put aside the 2, just set up the fraction, which is 3 over 20. So that is step 1. So write 3 over 20, which is equals to, which could be rewritten as 3 divided by 20. And let's set up this working. Okay, let's set this up. 3 divided by 20. How many 20s are there in a 3? None. So it's 0 point. 0.20 is 0. Bring it down. You get 3 over there. Add a 0 right next to 3 point something, 3.0. Bring that. How many 20s are there in 30? 1. 1 times 20 is 20. When you subtract it, you get 10. Bring down one more 0. Add a 0 there. Okay, and what do you get? 5. 5 20s and 100. 100, that is a completed division. So the answer for step 1 is going to be 0.15. Now we add back the whole number to get the final answer. So that is step 2. Remember the 2 that we left out earlier. We've got to bring it back into the picture now. So it is 2 plus 0.15. And voila, you got the final answer, 2.15. Well done. Let's move on to the last question of this segment. Last question of the day, question 3. Convert 27 over 10, which is an improper fraction, into a decimal. So what is the step 1 over here? The first step here is to convert the improper fraction into a mixed number. So when you see an improper fraction and somebody is asking you to convert that into a decimal, the first step is to convert the improper fraction into a mixed number. And how do you do that? 27 over 10 equals to 2 and 7 over 10, right? You've done this before. So 27 over 10 equals to 2 and 7 over 10. Now we can follow the same steps as in question 2 to find the answer. You put aside the whole number, we work on the fractions. So step 2, 7 over 10 could be rewritten as 7 divided by 10. Let's set up the working for this one. 7 divided by 10. How many 10s are there in 7? 0. So it's going to be 0 point something. right? 0 times 10 is 0, bring down the 7, bring down the 0, and then what's the answer? You get 7. 7 times 10 is 70, and you've got a completed division. So the answer for step 2 is 0.7. Now remember, you've got to add back the whole number, so that is step 3. The whole number you left out was 2. So it's 2 plus 0.7, and you get 2.7, and that is your final answer. You've done really well in this segment. And we have come to the end of fractions lesson 2. Lesson 2A has been completed. Go ahead and attempt the quiz. Go score.